All right, what's up? Welcome to Email Sales Machine. So today's going to be a good one because email is the source of 95% of our revenue. And I've written a daily email for like 3 years now, and I love it. It's so much fun because you just make a lot of money. Yeah, this is part of a workshop I'm running for the cash creators. If you see more guests, that's why. I run 2 workshops every month for the cash creators, in which the goal is helping you take an extra 20K per month home. We opened up 12 spots in February and 9 are taken. And it's not even February because it's early invites. So if you would like the invite so somebody else will not take your spot, this is it. I sent the Google Doc on the chat. Now, let's go on to the workshop. All right. No, I said the wrong one. Fuck. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, this is the cash creators invite. Now, yeah, there you go. So now you have it. All right, cool. Let's roll. So, email sales machine. This is this is really challenging for me in the beginning because I didn't really know how to like put into words all the things I did because it's just something that I just really enjoy, but it's like to put it in a process was quite challenging. But I think this is going to be quite beneficial because when it comes to email, this is some interesting statistic. 4.7% of my audience is email, but it is 95% of the income. Like this is kind of how the relationship works. And it's not even 80-20, it's 95-5. I think that if you don't know how to use email, you're leaving like a lot on the table. So that's what we're going to cover today. Can you guys please check that you're muted, please? I'm going to mute some of you guys. Okay. So the Lex and Cash funnel, how does this whole email sales machine work? So typical emails are indoctrination based. Indoctrination means I have this and I'm going to make you want it. I don't like that, not a fan. I am more of a fan of offer-based funnels, which is I have this, do you want it? This is an example of it. I am running this workshop, do you want access to it? So we do this because we don't believe in lead nurturing. For example, if you go to a hospital and you're bleeding, would you rather get an indoctrination sequence that lasts for 10 days on how to stop the bleeding and who the hospital owner is, or just something that stops the bleeding? Lead nurturing is a myth because people's pain is highest the moment they move on to the next stage of the funnel. If you join an email list, you just want the info. If you just put something, like you guys, like a customer, they just want the recording or access. A client is just like, I just want clarity, let's hop on a call with the guy, right? And the more you wait, the less interested they get. Don Draper said, the day you sign a client is the day you start losing them. So I'll give you 2 examples of why I believe offer-based emails beat indoctrination-based emails, and why I don't think you need to like create goodwill, quote unquote, in order to monetize. An example is Carlo. He is one client. He signed up to my list in early 2022 and became a client in November 2023. He hops on the call and he says, JK, do you know how many emails you've sent me before I signed up? I'm like, how many? He's like, 531. I sent a daily email. I sent it to 531 emails. And this is, mind you, this is not the lesson of this story is not play the long game. You know, things take time. The lesson of the story is this is embarrassing and it shouldn't have been 531. Now, example 2 is this guy, Drew. On Saturday, I didn't exist in his world. He didn't know who I was. On Sunday, he signs up for a workshop, $100. Monday, he attends the workshop. Tuesday, signs up as a client, $250 a week. Conversion windows, 3 days. This is what having an offer-based email strategy allows you to do. People have a problem. Like everyone who follows you is implicitly requesting information. Everyone who joins your list is implicitly requesting help. The best thing you can do is not indoctrinate them on why they need the help. It's just give them something that stops the pain. That's what we're going to cover today. So the longer someone consumes your free content, the longer it takes for them to become paid clients. The email sales machine today allows you to move people through your funnel faster. What does the email sales machine consist of? It consists of making 2 offers every day. If you can make these 2 every day, then the machine runs. So, hold on, let me mute someone. So it becomes about getting people from social into email. That is one offer that you run. And the second offer that you run every day is turning someone from an email into a paid offer, a customer or a client. Now, people are resistant to making daily offers because they think it's turning their audience off. They don't want to do it. And part of it is not that you don't believe in your solution, because you know you have something valuable. If not, like, why are you running the business in the first place? But that is an issue with indoctrination-based funnels because they're manipulative. It feels off. Like try to, it's like, I don't know if you ever try to run the perfect webinar by Russell Brunson, but to me, like, I want to shoot myself in the face when I do that. Like it really doesn't feel comfortable to me. And the friction inside myself is high. Now, offer-based funnels are not manipulative because we understand their reality. People have a problem and we have a solution. If we make them an offer every day, at some point they're gonna be like, yes, that is a pain. Email is a pain, and that's why I joined the email workshop. Gut health is a pain, and that's why I joined the gut health workshop. I've had people thank me for sending them and monetizing. Like, wrap your head around that one. Like, people say, thank you for letting me give you money. Like, you're welcome, right? Some people like buying more than you like selling. So why not? I've sent a daily email for 2 years now, sometimes 3 a day. And yeah, I get unsubscribers, but that's part of the game. People keep buying, so I will keep sending. So the email sales machine is a way to summarize me doing both of the offers in green. How do you get people from your socials into email? Because those are I'd rather have 1,000 email subs than 10,000 followers. And how do you get people from your email into your paid offers? That's the entire machine. It's 1, 2. How to grow, how to monetize. So let's talk about growing the list. All of my socials, the 230,000 followers, have one purpose. It's get people into email. Like, that is the main thing. It's not reach, it's not whatever, it's email. We do this by simply offering something in exchange for an email every day. That is the first offer. So to get an email, and I'm going to send this doc later, and for cash creators, you'll find it inside the portal later on. But to get an email, you can offer any of these that I've included here. So I'll give you a few examples, and then the whole trick is just make one of these every day. That's it. That's all you have to do. So one of them is an insight. For example, this insight. Half of my business comes from Instagram because I built it like a cash creator, not a content creator. And the difference is clear. Inside the Likes and Cash newsletter, I'll show you the difference. Join. Easy. I'll send you a daily insight on how people are getting clients at any follower account. Join. A magic pill also works really well. People like things that feel naughty, that feel kind of secretive. So for example, this former client sent me this gem, hid the $100,000 in his bank account. I'm sharing the main 3 things he did on tomorrow's email. Join through the link in bio. If you give this also away for free, people will pay you to cook it for them. Is it true? Is it not? How much should you keep behind a paywall? Join the list and I'll tell you tomorrow. Give them a rapid why. Something tempting, like this last quarter, we doubled our profit by taking less clients. We didn't even raise prices. I'll show you how I did it in tomorrow's email. Join through my link in bio. You can ask for a small commitment. I'm going to send you 10 tips on how to accomplish goal. You can start with 1 today and it's free. Join. It is almost too simple. You just have to make 1 offer in exchange for an email every day. Easy. If a post did well, you can plug it in beneath it. Eddie Kwan said, I asked him, what's one lesson that you wish you kept throughout your entire Twitter journey? He said, my main lesson is never waste eyeballs. Like, if you have a post that does well, plug it in. A big idea, like the other day I ran Likes and Cash is a big idea, right? So I'm like, Likes and Cash is the middle between growth and monetization. I'll show you how to accomplish this idea on the next email. You can do a giveaway. Like this is the famous auto DM. And when people ask me, JK, how do I grow email list fast? Or how do I grow my account fast? I say do 3 auto DMs or 3 giveaways a week. Now, what's important about giveaways is you want to make sure you're giving out the right stuff. The wrong stuff, let's say you're helping people scale from 20K to 30K a month. The wrong stuff would be a giveaway on how to get your first client. That's fish bait, right? Because you help people from 20 to 30, you don't need people at 10. This is an example of a good one. I can process online transactions without Stripe or PayPal. This method will help you not get banned. If you want to build a fail-proof online business, this is for you. Like this is perfect whale bait because people who don't process Stripe or PayPal fees wouldn't be interested in this. Therefore, this is good. And the last 3 are a result. Like at least once a day, I cycle between one of these. So this is a result from a client. And then you plug in below, here's how he did it, join. Access, for example, let's say you're gonna launch a new offer, you can only launch it on email. So you can say, join the list, and that's where I will send it. So you don't really launch the offer, you launch the email where you will launch the offer. And the last one that I came up with, it's embedded. So for example, this is my pinned tweet. It's a plan to hit 100K a month profit with 3 hours a day. And inside I said, well, part of the plan is invite people every day to promo. Right, so you can kind of embed it in your content. Anyway, it's really simple. Like I wish I could complicate it more than, actually I don't, but don't overcomplicate it. Cycle in these once per day to grow the list. Stories on Instagram work as well. So I do this in stories. Posts work very well. So there you go. You do this once a day. Now, where do you take them to? And this landing page converts in 75%. So you can use this landing page. It's super simple. It's this is made on Card, and it connects to ConvertKit. Card is like $19 a year. ConvertKit is like you pay as you grow. It's like 30, I think. But essentially, Likes and Cash is first coaches and consultants only, like calling out your whale, right? Like CEOs, executives, whatever. Sign more clients at any follower count. You have a big idea. Daily insights read by this many cash creators, some social proof, right? Something that you have done, something that you've learned. This took me 10 years to learn, whatever. And in the end, some proof. And this connects to ConvertKit. As soon as people join, what I like to do is I like to redirect them to my Google Doc offer. It's the same as the one I usually send, except for this. This has just emailed you, below is an offer, so feel free to stop reading. Why this? Because when you tell people not to do something, they do it. So it's just a good way to like use reverse psychology. Now, this is kind of how you grow. Just cycle between these swipes. It's actually quite simple. Let's see if we have some questions here. Okay. How big's the list? It's like 21,000, but like actively that I email every day, it's like 12 or 13. I have some emails from the Tweet Hunter sale, but I don't email them because they're not mine, but it's like 12. So one thing that's important is as soon as they're in, what do you send? So JK, you say you don't believe in indoctrination. Well, how do you get people to buy? So the first thing I like to do when somebody joins is I like to find intent, because intent is essentially asking, why are you here? Because if you can understand why people join, it allows you to offer something so they can meet that need. So I'm going to show you this. So this is my emails. Welcome. What do you say we rip the Band-Aid off? You'll find 5 things cash creators believe in below. If you resonate, I think you'll get along. If not, goodbye. You love making money, but you hate making money in a way that doesn't feel true to you, and some of like my core principles. Not good for you all along. So this is kind of my story of why I did what I did. Then I set out the expectations early. I'll send you one tip and make you one offer to grow your insight. Also known as I'm going to sell something every single day. If you don't like it, you can leave and it's okay. Now, the important part of this email is actually what comes last. Before you leave, can you hit reply and let me know why did you join? This is important because people join for different reasons. Some people just want to copy you. Some people want to just buy a one-time thing. Some people want to partner with you for the long term, but you don't know. This is why lead quantity is not the game. It's lead intent that is the game. Asking people why they join. That's like the main thing. So I'll give you an example of how this develops. Because I have this, it allows me to get responses as why people join, right? So this is something that happened a few days ago. Hey, JK, I joined because I would like to convert followers into customers. I'm like, cool, what have you tried? My clients have come through Upwork and that's it. Good. I'll open up Cash Creators where the main goal is whatever you said what the main goal was. Would you like more info? It's like, yeah, send me the info, and I send the offer. See how like this is not indoctrination based? I'm not asking people, what's a goal that would mean a lot to you? I'm like, do you want this or not? He's like, cool, a couple questions, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I answer his questions. And then he's like, would you like to get started? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Boom, done, paid. Like no indoctrination involved whatsoever. I just ask people why they join, and then ask them, would you like the offer? So we can accomplish the goal faster. The more you wait, like it's more likely that you lose them. So just do it faster. And after you send them that indoctrination email that you can swipe, the one I had over there, obviously, change. I would recommend you remove the name from it. Send one email per day. If you don't believe in email, then you're wasting your time on this workshop because we create the content we like to consume. I don't attend webinars, so I don't do webinars. To me, it feels weird. I don't consume much educational YouTube videos, so I don't do them. But if you're here, you probably believe in email because you read mine. Yeah, you're here because you read one of my emails, so you probably believe in it. And if you believe in it, I haven't found like a single drawback to just sending one email per day. Yes, I get unsubscribers, but it's usually people that don't buy. It's weird. Like the more people consume your content, the less they think they need you. It's like, I know everything about you. It's like the friends with benefits, right? Because they've been fucking like for months now. They don't want to commit to each other because they're like, oh, I already got what I needed. I don't really need the next step. I don't really need to pay you. So that's why I'm a bigger fan of just sending an offer every day. Just make it clear. Okay. Before I go into writing emails, I'm going to answer some of the questions here. Was that an email interaction? Yes. Didn't they see the offer previously when they just joined? Yeah, but they forget. Like, and also the offer like changes, not as in the main thing, but sometimes I'll change some wording, like in order to improve it. The longer they consume your stuff, the harder it will be to sell. Why? Because they will think they don't need you anymore. And because the pain is the highest the moment they move on to the next stage of the funnel. So the moment you join a newsletter is the moment you want to read the newsletter. But a week down the road, you may not be bleeding with the same problem, so you may not want to read it. How many replies and how many unsubscribes do you think is okay per email? I'd say, well, I get like 14 unsubscribes per email. Maybe something like that. And replies, it really depends. Some emails I get 0, some emails I get 20. And I'll give you my email templates in a bit so we can get the number up. Okay. See. Do you promise the access to your core offer on your access method post as well? It's only if I'm launching things. So if I'm launching a new program or a new course or whatever, then I say that the only way to join is through the list. Is that what you mean, Brendan?
Yeah, I'm just curious if you just promised the workshop access or also the core offer, but I guess so both. It just depends.
It depends. It depends on the cycle. And that's an important question. Like I'll answer that question. If you give me like 10 minutes, you'll see it.
Yeah,
Like
sure,
it's
sure. Yeah.
below. Yeah. But it's a good question. It's important. So writing an email, this is where it gets fun. I've written a daily email for like 4 years or 3 years, and it's awesome. So the main goal of writing an email, it's for me, it's I like to deconstruct it into the two main areas. The goal is giving insight and making an offer. Those are the only two goals. If you can do it in 3 tweets, do it in 3 tweets. If you want to do a whole story, it's okay. The length doesn't matter if you can accomplish these two. Give an insight and make an offer. So I'd like to give you like an example of insight versus value. And this is an important distinction. I don't think that giving everything away for free is the move because you're not Alex Hormozi. It's because it works if you only want to partner up with like a dozen people ever. Like that, sure, give away like your secrets for free. Like if you're a real estate syndicate or private equity, yeah. But if you're in this workshop, you're probably none of those. You run a client business. If you give everything away for free, then people will try your stuff, not buy your stuff. So value is giving everything away for free, whereas insight is telling people why the thing matters. So let me give you an example. If I were to write an email on, here are my best email templates to grow your list. It will make people grateful, I like to think, but it wouldn't make people interested. And people don't buy people out of people people don't buy things out of gratitude. People buy things out of self-interest. So if I give an insight and I say email is 95% of my revenue, that creates interest. They're like, how can I do it too? It gives them insight, not specific value. I'm not telling you how to do the thing. I'm telling you why the thing matters. So value would be something like, this is the best Tinder opener. Whereas insight is, the key to Tinder is to make it look like your friends force you to open an account. See? Or like value, like deadlift this way and you use the shoulders that way, right? Or you can say, if you're a fitness coach, getting into the gym is easy because you don't need to lose weight first. Building muscle and eating the foods you actually enjoy is the first step. That convinces people. It's not value that convinces people, it's insight. So like look at the business model you run. If you run a client business, insight is the way. If you don't, then I don't know why you're here, but probably value is the way for you, but you're probably not in that category. So insight, that's the main thing, and making an offer. And an offer could be as simple as just asking people to reply. And that's what I do actually. Like if you check out all my emails, it's 95% reply. If it's a workshop, then I'll take people to a landing page and I'll show you how we do that. But it's 95% reply with a keyword. So some emails that work. Also, I see here, what is your take about giving people the option to unsubscribe from a specific campaign and not the newsletter altogether? Not a fan. Like I said, honestly, it may be because it's just like the raw approach, but I just send emails to my entire list. Like I sell cash creators, but sometimes cash creators get it. And it's like, bro, like you're selling to me. I'm like, yeah, like, but like they don't complain, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, you know? Okay. So emails that work. And I included some swap files over here so you can take a look at it. We're gonna go through a few. So one that really works well is insight. So for example, crazy statistic, 80% of my money comes from 0.13% of my audience. Did people know that? No, that is insight. I didn't tell you how the funnel works. I didn't tell you what to do. I just gave you that insight. And I said, by the way, I'm gonna bank on this insight. And if you want to, I'm opening 7 spots. Another one that really works well is the right behavior. So like I believe all cash creators should cap their spots because I think that limited suppliers sell more than unlimited suppliers. So I'm go like this is the right behavior. Cap your spots. This is something you should do. And then the offer is just reply. Another good one is contrarian takes. Lead nurturing is not real. Like, what do you believe in that other people disagree with you on? Hand raisers. So I'd recommend you do this like maximum twice a month. It's just asking people, do you want this? Straight up offer. I'm opening up a community called Cash Creators next week. It's called Cash Creators because of outcome. There's this many spots taken. Would you like a invite before we open? Super simple. This could also be, I'm looking for 5 people that want these 3 outcomes. Reply this keyword if you want in. 3 sentences. There you go. You have your email. Twice a week, twice a month maximum, in my opinion. Married girl strategy. So you guys know how when a girl that's like really hot, she gets married and then she posts a ring, and then all dudes get like really depressed. That's kind of what you want to do when you close spots. So for me, it's when we close Cash Creators, I go with, hey, by the way, you can't join anymore. Like, I make a huge deal about it because people are not used to not being able to give you money. So if you close your doors, next time you open them, you get more demand because people like, especially in the coaching and consulting industry, they're so used to having unlimited options and no consequences because they know that if they don't buy today, tomorrow you will still be there. By making it known that they cannot give you money for a certain period of time, the next period of time you open, they will be more open to giving you money. So what you do is you add them to the waitlist. And I'm going to show you how I handle the waitlist in a bit. Yes, Devin is like, been here for ages and still enjoying reading all the emails. I should probably segment you guys out. I don't know if you guys don't like me emailing you, but hey, nobody has complained. I can tell you that much. Another one that works, urgency. So last night's email was literally last day sales pitch. That was the subject line. And I say, tomorrow I'm taking this out. And one of the reasons why this works is because you literally cannot, like, I changed the link. Like, my scarcity is real. And I recommend your scarcity is real and urgency is real too, so that people understand, oh, things go away at this list. It sounds a little mean, but you can train your audience to respond. And you do that by respecting your deadlines and respecting your scarcity. Case studies. So case studies are really good when you lay out tangible goal or tangible result. So 10K with this many followers, number of insights, right? Remember, we don't give value, we give insight. So I could say these are the best post templates, but instead I say great content comes from the past. Go back and collect all the stories because people don't care about what you know, they care about how you know it. Insight, not value. And you end with a call to action to reply. I'm taking 10 more people like Tom that want this result. If you like early access, reply. Why reply? Because it's the lowest friction. It's just easy to get people moving. The plan is a great one. So, and by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my content strategy is email, copy paste it, post it on Twitter. Copy paste that, post it on LinkedIn. Copy paste that, post it on Instagram, but with a picture. And that's it. Like, that's the entire content strategy. The best cross-platform strategy is copy and pasting. So the plan is essentially letting people know what your plan is for a certain period of time and why you do what you do. Like, people want to know, why are you in business? Because they actually care. And when you lay out your plan, as in what you're going to do, this goes a little bit down to, I think, that asking your audience what content they want to see. I think that is a terrible idea. And I think that's shooting yourself in the foot because you are the leader, they are the followers. You are the ones that is supposed to tell them where to go. So when you lay out your plan, like me, I want to build a business that allows me to take 100K a month profit. This is the plan. You get people railing behind you. Like, I'd say 90% of my income comes from like 2% of my posts. One of them is the plan. Let me send the link again. So this is the Google Doc we're covering today. I'd recommend you watch the presentation, not the Google Doc, because knowing myself, I go on Twitter anyway, so yeah. So the plan, huge. Selling ideas, that's a big one. People buy ideas before they buy products. This is why on Twitter, I sell likes and cash. Inside the newsletter, I sell cash creators. On Twitter, I sell the idea. On the email, I sell the product. That's an important distinction. Ideas spread faster than products. So if you have something that makes you like different, it's a good idea to like get people bought into that. Because if they buy into the idea, they buy into the product way easier. So content creators versus cash creators. That's a big idea. Documenting. So a lot of things are obvious to you, but fascinating to others. For example, Ryan in November 5th, January 5th, he texted me, we covered our cost in 5 days. Everything from now on is profit. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is going to be an email, right? So I wrote why this thing matters. So today, your clients texted you something. I got this win. Or maybe you can go back in your chats and find the wins that happened in the past. Document that. That's gold you're not putting out. Stories. So like for me gaining 40 pounds and I didn't even notice, and I like kind of brought it back to I built a huge following and I wasn't making any money and I didn't notice, so I had to cut down all the fat. Right, so stories are really good. I'm gonna give you an exercise later on how to do it. Relieving anxiety, that's also a really good one. So if 95% of your job as a coach or a consultant is relieving your prospect's anxiety or your client's anxiety, sorry. So giving someone kind of permission to feel the way they feel and tell them it's going to be okay usually is really good. This email I've recycled like 3 times and it's still hitting. Zero value. Like I don't tell you how to run a business low stress. I tell you it's okay if you don't want to run a business with sales teams. It's fine. I give you permission. If you want to run that business, let me know. This email I've recycled 3 times. It always converts. It's beautiful. And it's just giving people relief of anxiety. And the last one is proof. So I personally think that testimonials are messy and unnecessary in sales processes. So what I have found is that a email like this, where I say, hey, here's the link where you can find all the results, and then the offer performs better than if I put all the testimonials here. Weird, but it works. I think that testimonials are messy and people only check them after they give you money, not before, to justify the purchase. So these are a few emails that really work, and I'm glad to stay here and then like maybe do some email critique if you want to do that later. But let me tell you 2 things that don't work. Guilt tripping. Shit doesn't work. Like when you tell people I invested this much in a coach, if you don't invest yourself in a coach, you're never going to make it. You're guilt tripping people. It's never going to work because you're not Andrew Tate. When you try to push them into a solution, people just resist more. Shit doesn't work. Changing beliefs doesn't work either. Like, I don't know why indoctrination is so big on changing beliefs, but like even the language people use, indoctrinating, changing beliefs, it's like, it's very manipulative in my opinion. When you try to change, people cling to their money harder than they cling to their beliefs. So if you cannot give them to give you money, you're never going to get them to change their beliefs. But if they pay you, they are willing to change their beliefs after. That's what I've found. It's the difference between someone who's willing and not willing to change their beliefs is them putting their credit card details in. Once they give you money, they're open. Before, you're probably just better making daily offers with any of these. So you can swipe these. And below, I also included all of my emails from January and December. Thank you, Harriet, for combining them. So you're gonna access those. But these are just some emails that I've seen that consistently just really work for me. So these are some ideas you can take. Some ways to get inspired is that I heard this story, but my girl, she was like, my mom, who's from Ukraine, she went to New York, and she just didn't know what jet lag was. So when she went to New York, she's like, I didn't even feel it. Like, that was not a thing. And it's like, it's the people that are always worrying about the downside that get the downside. So like, some people are like, yeah, like email's kind of hard for me. Just reject the fact that it's hard to you. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna write a daily email today, and fuck it, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. It's like, it's 90% mindset, this kind of shit. If you're like, okay, cool mindset tip, bro, but like, what do I actually do? Okay, grab my emails. I included them here. These are all my emails from January and December, so you can check them all over here. It's 109 pages of Molina emails. So 109 ways to get inspired. I included also some email ideas. I don't personally use this, but a few clients find it helpful. It's just email ideas that you can use. So for example, what evidence can you provide that you're good at what you do? What personal win can you share, and what insight does it reveal? If we were starting from zero, what will you change? So it's like 40 ideas you can get in case you're like, I really don't know what to do this. Storyworthy strategy, it's awesome. So storyworthy strategy is you go to Telegram and you create a chat with yourself, or WhatsApp or whatever, right? You create a chat with yourself. And then you set up a reminder, not in the chat, but in your app, every day at night. So every day at night, that reminder sounds, and you write 1 or 2 sentences of what happened that day. So the other day, what was it? I'm blanking. Oh, I met Marcos, right? We eat lobster rolls in Miami. Like, oh, Marcos, lobster roll, Miami, picture, done. Because then eventually you collect all these stories, and these stories you can put into emails. A good newsletter to sub for this is War on Weakness, at War on Weakness by Eddie Kwan. He really knows how to tell good stories. Good idea. Create a separate email account, like an alternate. Like mine is JK Molina 7492 whatever, and then you subscribe to your favorite lists, and that's like a swipe file that keeps building for you. So whenever you're like low on inspiration, you check it out. And another way to get inspired is using your personality type. Like I do believe in like MBTI and stuff. I think it's important. So the test has 2 letters at the end. You're either a P or a J. If you're a P, like me, you're probably not good with organizing stuff, but you're really good in the moment. So when you feel it, you're like, okay, I'm gonna write 3 emails today. You just write the 3 emails. If you're a J, then what Ryan does, he's a J, he has content days. So on Monday and Wednesdays, it's his content days, and he'll just write emails. So it depends on how you do. If somebody's method is not working for you, don't do it. I muted Alex Hormozi. Alex is like super good at what he does. Respect. His shit doesn't work for me. Just doesn't. And I made more money after I muted him. So listen to the people who you actually like resonate with. That's like the sending of the emails. I'm gonna answer some questions here. How often do you recycle the same email? Good question. Every 8 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna answer all your questions in the end. And I don't jump off the call until you guys are clear, so don't worry about it. Monetizing. Now this is the fun part. So people stop listening when they know what you're going to say. Now you know that you need to send a daily email. It's okay, I get it. I tell a story. How do I turn that story into cash? Now, the strategy is if you promote the same thing every time, then your newsletter loses a bit of power every time. Because when people know what you're going to say, they stop listening. That's why I vary between 2 promotions every month. I'm going to show you what 2 promotions there are. This makes offers more effective because a huge effect in humans is novelty. Novelty is the reason why people cheat on 10-year relationships. It's because a little bit of thrill of something new, people are like addicted to that. They love it. So here's how I do my thing. This is my promo, let's say for February. On week 1, I promote my core offer. This is your Google Doc offer. Week 2 to 3, I promote a $100 workshop. And week 4, I'll promote the core offer again. So this is the cycle. Week 1, it's like 2, 2, 2, 2. Why? Because in week 1, let me show you. I'm promoting, hey, Cash Creators is open, and then I close it, right? It's important that there is a period in which people cannot give you money. So after Cash Creators is closed, I will run a promotion for a workshop. That's workshop 1. And then another one, workshop 2. And then I'll promote, hey, by the way, we're opening Cash Creators again. And this is the cadence I have. Week 1, Cash Creators. Week 2, workshops for $100. And then week 4, next week we're going to open. Let me know if you want an early invite. And this is kind of how the cycle is visualized. Now, all of these that I run have the core offer principles. So it's promise and time frame, a solid path, good pricing, and a reason why. The core offer is the important thing. Like if you get the offer right, you can fuck up the emails and you're still gonna make money. So like focus on that. For more on this, go to the portal, check out Sales Without Sales Calls. That's where I kind of go over the fundamentals of the offer, or use me in the community. So if you're gonna run a workshop or you made changes to your Google Doc offer, tag me or Ryan and we'll take a look at it. But if you get the offer right, the rest comes easy. So I'm gonna explain first the offers in white. How do you promote your core offer? This is your client recurring. And how do you get clients for that? You do this with a red velvet angle. So it's your Google Doc offer, normal, but you do it what I call a red velvet angle. So if you don't know, red velvet, you were lied to. It's actually chocolate cake, but with red coloring. It's like bullshit, right? It's the same thing. But they still sell it as a different thing because you can make any offer look better by simply making it look new. I launched Cash Creators. Cash Creators is a lower tier than Likes in Cash. But I said it's a new tier so that I can help more people. If you give things an angle, you make them look new. If you make them look new, you make the offer more enticing. A huge mistake people make on email is they promote not only the same thing, but they promote it the same way. So how do you add a red velvet component to your current offers? One-on-one. So for the next 3 people, you get a one-on-one call with me. Limited spots. I'm only taking 2 clients this month. Aim low if you need to. Like what's important is that you fill the spots. So the next time you can say, hey, by the way, we're full. A deadline, big fan of those. A grand opening, you're going to open a new thing. I come to Jesus moment. That's what I did. It's, hey guys, in the past, I only used to do like really expensive stuff. But now you can get started with me for just $250. It's like your same pricing, but you divide it weekly and you show it like it's less. Because that worked on me. Like this guy was selling me, like it's 1K a month. And I'm like, I don't know, man, like expenses creep up. And then he's like, but JK, you can just get started for $250 a week. I'm like, bro, fuck yeah. Like send the invoice. That's such a good offer. So I come to Jesus moment works. As in, now I want to help more people, which is I'm making it more accessible and easier to get my stuff. In addition, like a bonus, price raise always works. Be careful with price raises because it's hard to go back on those promises. So I wouldn't use this as my first option. An event, people love events like this workshop. Like I can't sell this workshop tomorrow because the workshop is today. So you have a red velvet reason why. Early bird, like this is what I did in the beginning of this workshop. I said, we're opening on Thursday. We only have 3 spots. But if you want to join early so you don't get that spot taken, let me know. That's red velvet angle. You can add an extra month. You can only open 10 spots for like the first founders group. That's what I did with Cash Creators. It's only 25 spots. A seasonal promotion. So it's like, Kat, I know you're listening to this. She's a dating coach. February, she's going to fucking crush it because it's February, right? So it's like Valentine's Day. You can run a seasonal promotion then. Your fucking birthday, I don't know. The thing is, find a red velvet angle because just by making your offer look slightly new, you can make them better. And all of them with a call to action to reply. Reply, reply, reply. Like, I really like that call to action because I just get the most. Let me answer some questions here. Do you use any, somebody asked, do you use any first email? Yes, it's here, email 0. It's only one email. And I'll give you the exception to that rule right now. What do you do with the reply? Tell them buy here? No, I say, well, yeah, kind of. I'm like, here are the details. Let me know if you're in, because red velvet. Because I'm only including one spot for this. Because I'm only having, we're closing tomorrow. It always changes. And I'm gonna give you the templates later. Okay, so you're like, okay, JK, I get it. I need to sell with daily emails. What's next? This is what's next. So this is the email campaign that I used to launch Cash Creators. This one is effective because it filled the spots. It fills the spots so much that I didn't need to send all the emails. I actually couldn't give you the, all of these are ConvertKit links because they were emails that were sent. The last one isn't because they were not sent because I didn't need them, but I still included them so you can check them out. So if you're watching this, is that Cash Creators? And you're like, okay, I'm ready to launch this thing on email. Send us the offer so we can take a look at it, make it better, and then launch this campaign. Like, use these emails, swipe them, and get people in. So the way it's designed, it's like, it's weird. So if you see my campaigns, let's say I open on the 10th. I say I open on the 10th officially, but you can join before. So I say, I'll drop this thing on the 10th. It's going to be awesome. But if you would like an early invite, you can join from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can join since before. This is what it does. So the official launch date is in green, but people can join all the way before. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to hype and sell at the same time. One thing that's really key for you when you guys run this, we do not judge the effectiveness of a campaign until after the campaign is done. Because most of your emails, most of your sales are going to come on the last day. Why? Because people don't move if we don't give them a reason to move. So until the campaign is done, like, you're not allowed to freak out on the yellow part. Not allowed. You can only freak out if you're done with this and it didn't work. Because most people just joined at the last time. The argument for lead nurturing and welcome sequences. So if you ran the campaign and it was successful, automate it. So that's my current email automation. Like, it's this campaign because it already converted. And every time I have a big add-on, I use it. So every 2 months, I run it again because people don't think about us as much as we think about us. So people forget that I send these emails. So yeah, that's the argument for lead nurturing. If the campaign converted, use it again. And these campaign, it's daily email with a red velvet offer, 2 weeks of the month. That is half my email strategy. That's the first funnel. I'm going to walk you through the second funnel, but before, I'm going to answer some questions here. How does doing the email strategy compare with using DM scripts? When selling my DM scripts, is it possible to do it in a way that doesn't require a call? Yeah, with your doc, with your Google Doc. Like, that's what we do. Instead of pushing book a call here, you just go with, here's the doc. Do you legit send the same emails or do you change the wording a bit? Like, I'll edit some typos or like change months, but it's pretty much the same. I send my weekly sequence with 2-day space. Every day is better, in my opinion. Yeah. How do we automate the email sequence? Google it, bro. It's like in ConvertKit. It's just, you can just do it there. Okay. Now, that's half the strategy. Daily emails, red velvet angle. And if you want to launch it at first, launch this way. And you can rerun this every 8 weeks. Now, what's the second one? And the second one is when it really gets fun. So here's another like mind-blowing insight. Workshop customers is 300 people. That is 0.1% of my audience. Workshop customers are also 80% of my income. 80% of the money comes from 0.13% of the audience. Like, talk about whale bait. Like, this is audience efficiency right there. Okay? Why? Because this illustrates two cash creator principles. The number one is prospect inertia. And I'm gonna say prospect inertia until the day I die, because it goes so against what other people teach. Because in high ticket sales, the thing you're taught is, well, pitch the huge price first, and then you pitch the lower one so that it'll look more attainable. I disagree. I think that a prospect at rest tends to stay at rest. A prospect in motion tends to stay in motion. And if we only offer the big thing, it's hard for them to get in motion. So one of the fastest ways to monetize an audience I've seen, big and small, is to sell a cheaper thing first and a not so cheap thing second, also known as a workshop and then a core offer. Like this, I'm doing the workshop and then some people are gonna get the core offer later. And another one that workshop allows you to do is the workshop is not a webinar. Like, I don't think about converting people or selling to people. Like, I'm thinking about how do I help my clients, because I am getting paid to create. I'll give you an example. This month I held 2 workshops. 70 people bought the first one for $100. 40 people bought the second one for $100. 8 of them decided to become clients. $18,000 for stuff I was going to do anyway. Like, this training is for clients, because you guys said, JK, how do you write emails? I'm like, okay, let me run a workshop on it. And I'm selling a day pass. What running a workshop allows you to do is help your clients and not create to get paid, but get paid to create. It's like a subtle mindset shift that's like, once you understand it, it's like beautiful. So steps to running a workshop. How do you run the workshop funnel? And this is if you go back, it's half the strategy. So week 2 and 3 of the month. Number 1 is run a $100 magic pill workshop. People don't buy from our stuff because it's hard to sell when you make things hard to buy. So an example of this, and I've told this story, I'll run through it briefly. I used to sell the Calendly kit, and the Calendly kit was a workshop on how to reduce your no-shows. And that's what I marketed it at as originally. And nobody cared. They're like, okay, yeah, whatever, reduce your no-shows, right? But when I changed the name to, hey, this is the Calendly kit, it allows you to copy, paste, and reduce your no-shows. It's a kit. Conversions 4x, because when you make things easy to buy, you make them easy to sell. So run a $100 magic pill workshop. Good namings for that is the Calendly kit, right? Your first X. So Ayodeji is running one right now. It's your first 5K as a writer. Your next X, your next 10K as a writer. X hours of Y, 4 hours of freedom. The X blueprint, the $2,000 offer blueprint. At the end of this workshop, you're gonna leave with a $2,000 offer. X units, like dating. X dates, like 10 dates. Like, get the manual I used to get your first 10 dates with beautiful women. Your X asset, so like your $10,000 YouTube channel. Add X to Y, so add 5 pounds of muscle, right? Add X to Y without Z, like add 20K to your revenue without working more than 4 hours a day. Remove X from Y, remove, all the little zits on your skin, get rid of gut health issues. X free Y, so one that's like spotless skin. X% more, like grow your revenue by 50%, X% less, reduce your fat by 10%. So a magic pill makes things easier to buy. If you're having trouble with coming up with yours and you're like, I have this workshop that I really like, but I want to run it, again, go to the community, tag me, and maybe we can work a magic pill name for you. The pill, like, you frame it as a magic pill, is huge. So do that. And then you add some red velvet to it. Deadline, scarcity. I use scarcity because this is if you really value predictable revenue. For workshops, I don't like to cap scarcity. I just include a deadline. So this is really your call. Bundles. So on Black Friday, I was traveling actually in Korea, and I'm thinking, fuck, I have nothing to sell. What do I sell? So I said, you know what? Let me put my last 3 workshops and call it your first 10K. And it was the best performing one. So bundles, if you're feeling lazy. Flash sales, it's only for today. You can sell a recording to a previous workshop you ran. Maybe you can have a guest. This is what IODigi is doing too. He's selling guest passes. Periodic price raise. So on Black Friday, if you bought before Black Friday, my thing was 99. If you bought after, it was 149. And if you bought on the last day, it was 199. So giving people a periodic price raise makes them move faster. An event like this, an AMA, a limited time bonus, something you're including that you wouldn't include before. Just give them a reason why. Like, and you could change nothing about your offer, but if you change a lot about the circumstances surrounding your offer, like the reason why to act now, the change in responses is ridiculous. So add red velvet. Can day passes to workshops cannibalize your main offer? People will get enough value and feel they can't digest more than this? No, actually no. So here's a trick that I'm doing as we speak, because as you show the workshop, you leave hints of this is actually not the entire thing. It's one component of the thing. So this is why you create for clients, not for customers. Clients are people who give you money recurring. Customers are people who give you money once. So you create for clients because right now I'm saying, guys, do your magic pill and then tag me on the Slack, go to the portal, do things. When you run the workshop and you seed the idea that there are other things, you know, people want the other things. So it actually doesn't cannibalize the offer. It makes it more enticing. All right. Landing page. So if you're like, this creates a lot of friction in people, but you know, my first landing page for the $100 workshop is very, very complex. It's a Stripe page like this, you know, very professional. Just get moving, right? If you're like, I don't know how to select a landing page, fuck it. Do it like this. It's okay. And then you can switch to ClickFunnels if you want. If you're excited, do it with Stripe. Now run the workshop. Now the workshop is important because it does 3 things. Ranked in order of importance. And this is more of a mindset shift than a tactical tip. The first thing the workshop is supposed to do is help your current clients. The second is help your customers. And the third thing and last is getting you sales. The good thing is that all of them need the same thing. You got to make them good. So if you focus on getting people the magic pill that they sign up for, that is where the focus should be. When I come with the intention to teach, I get clients. When I come with the intention to help, I get clients. When I come with the intention to sell, I don't sell. So like, that's why it's important to like run the workshop and you create for completion. You make sure that you accomplish the magic pill you promised. Practice if you need to. And once you run the workshop, this is how you actually turn the customers into clients. This is the fun part. This is why this little thingy can turn into that. This is how we do it. And another cash creator principle, this is like, if you understand this, to me, it fucking changed my life. So the more offers you make, the more offers you are allowed to make. Because you run a workshop, you can offer your main offer in the cart of the workshop. You can offer a redirect. You can offer it inside the workshop like I did earlier. You can offer it with the recording, with the AMA, after the AMA, after the workshop. When you add something new, you can do it again. When you're closed, you can promote your main thing again. When people join, you can message them and ask them why they joined, and you promote the offer again. And on each one of those, you can follow up 3 times on each. Because you made the offer you can make these offers. I don't know if you understand this concept, but this is life-changing. The more offers you make, the more offers you are allowed to make. So because you ran the workshop offer, how do you run the other offers? It's this way. You open your main offer just for customers. And this is something that happened last week, which I was pretty happy about. Client said, we have some magic. 1,900 paid in full euros from a workshop attendee. Workshop didn't even take place yet. This is prospect inertia. If a prospect's moving, it stays in motion. So how do you capture the most of that motion? It's this way. So these are the touch points at which you promote your main thing. In the cart is an example. So this is my landing page for this workshop, for example. A video, optional. I just like drawing on my iPad, but you don't need a video. Then right here, if you see on the cart, I'm saying these are the spots available. It hints at the existence of the offer. Some people, like one guy actually took it. And I'm like, awesome, well, good shit. If it wasn't there, he wouldn't have taken it. But because I made an offer, I was able to make more offers. And here are all the magic pills that you get. This is ClickFunnels, by the way. Do I need to do this? Is this absolutely necessary? No. As soon as they sign up to your thing, redirect them. So people buy the workshop, you take them to your Google Doc offer, and I like to add this little thingy where it's just email you below if not it's an offer, so feel free to stop reading. Because if you tell people to do A, they do B. Confirmation email. So remember in the beginning how I showed you that it's important to find intent and why people do something? This is the email I send when people buy a workshop. JK here, you can find the Sell Without Sales Call link below. That will take place whenever. In the meantime, I have some other stuff that might be helpful. What are you working on? It could literally be a sentence reply or full story. You've seen this before. This is on the welcome email. Why? Because when people tell you, I'm struggling with X, you can say, well, what have you tried? I'm like, I've tried A, B, and C. And then you go, well, I'm actually opening Red Velvet with a reason now, and I only have 5 spots. Would you like the details? Yes, I would like the details. And then you send them your doc. Offer-based, not indoctrination-based. People join for something. So, ask them if they want the offer. It actually is faster than try and indoctrinate them into your thing. So inside the workshop, like I did in the beginning, I pitched the thing in the beginning, like, hey guys, we're gonna cover this, whatever, but this is the invite if you want it. You do it in the beginning. 1 hour after the workshop. So after the workshop is done, people are like hype. They got the value, and then you send them an offer. Again, saying, hey, I'm gonna send you the invite in 24 hours. Meanwhile, here's the offer to join the community. You can send it with a recording, same thing. Here's the recording. By the way, here's the offer. Like this email is the exact email as the last one, except for what's here. This is the same, this is not. You can add an ask me anything. And this was wild to me. Like 2 people have joined just because I added an AMA. So I said, we had a workshop. If you guys wanted to ask me questions, I'll be live tomorrow. People join the ask me questions and they're like, okay, well, I like this. How does it work? And then they join. So if you add an AMA, just a Zoom call, no agenda, you'll like it. Inside the ask me anything, so you can send it again. After the ask me anything, where you send the recording and you send the invite again, if you add something new, right? Let's say you added a template, whatever, you can sell it again and make another offer. And when you're closed, this is something that's important too. Respect your deadlines. Respect when you say no, it should be no. And people should understand, oh, this guy's like not fucking around. Because a lot of people will use fake scarcity and fake urgency, not cash creators. We don't do that here. So when people are like, I couldn't buy. I was on the road this last week and I missed this workshop. Would you be willing to sell the replay? I'm like, no, I don't, right? But what are you looking for? It's like, I'm transitioning from one-on-one to group coaching and I want help with my offer. I'm looking at this offer and that offer. I'm like, okay, great. Which one would you like details for? I'm like, this one. Okay, cool. Here's the offer. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. Offer-based business, not indoctrination-based business. The more offers you make, the more offers you're allowed to make. So this is how you sell with the workshop. So you run the workshop and you run all the invites to your main thing inside the workshop. So to give you like kind of an idea of what we just covered, it's this. I promote an offer for 7 days inside my list. Week 1, core offer. Week 2 and 3, workshops. Week 4, core offer. And I cycle between those because, and sometimes I'll vary them. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, we're not opening this month. We actually only have the wait list, right? Because when people know what you're going to say, they stop listening. You want to keep things new. And I cycle between these. Okay. Now, people reply. They're like, send me the details, right? 75% of the business, of our business, comes from follow-ups because people just ghost. Like, the part of the brain that makes decisions is different from the part of the brain that follows through on those decisions. So what I like to do is I like to send them these follow-ups. And these follow-ups are simple. It's just email tags, right? So for example, somebody asks for details. I'm like, here's the doc. Have a read. Let me know if you're in. With red velvet, right? I'm only opening 3 spots. 2 business days later, hey, we're closing in this many days. Are you in? If they ghosted me, I like to close the files. Some people like to follow up again. Depends on you. But these are the follow-ups we use, which I've included here on the doc. So you can send those. And here are 2 groups of conversations that led to closing clients. Like all you cash creators and Lex and Cash guys, like you guys were at some point talking, like we were talking, right? We were on DMs or on email. These are all the conversations that led, anonymous, obviously, to a purchase. So you can see how I navigated those. And when it comes to the CRM, like JK, how do you track all this stuff? I just use labels, like super simple. Like I'm a sucker for simplicity. So I just go with people who say I'm in, I tag them as I'm in. People who are clients, I tag them as clients. People I need to follow up with, I tag them as follow-ups. And like some of these like shouldn't exist, actually. Yeah, like that. That's how I manage my conversations through these follow-ups. Super simple. Now, things to keep in mind. When I fuck this up and when I feel anxious and I'm not making money, it's either one of these reasons. Number 1, I didn't include the offer 4. The offer 4 are the main 4 like parts of the offer. It's promise and time frame, path, pricing, and why now reason. Number 2, I did not make enough offers. People ask me, JK, I email once a week. Is that okay? I'm like, yes, but 3 times a week is better. And people ask me, JK, I email 3 times a week. Is that okay? I'm like, yes, but daily is better. People like buying more than you like selling. So sell. Another reason why I fuck it up, I wanted to sell, not serve. If I run a workshop and I'm thinking about selling, I fuck it up. Another one is I work too much and I just haven't taken a break. And that's why I can't write emails. And that's why I can't force emails. It's because I just like, I haven't taken a break. And I was talking with John in boardroom. He's like, sometimes I feel like I'm out of it. I'm like, when was the last time you rested? He's like, a few weeks. I'm like, well, there you go. You cannot pour out of an empty container. Another one is I judged the campaign's effectiveness before it was over. Huge mistake because most sales come in the last day. And I did not accept that these things always come with some chaos. If it were easy, everybody would do it. Fortunately, you guys have the community and you guys can ask us stuff. People like buying more than you like selling. Huge. Like this is a huge insight for me personally. And some good practices to run is rule of one. Like you're always talking about one insight. You're always giving, you're promising one outcome. So for example, when I work with a few fitness coaches, they're like, I help people lose fat or build muscle. I'm like, no, you do one of those. Which one do you want? No, but it's both. And I'm like, no, it's one. Because people cannot comprehend that. Always include scarcity and urgency for services. Cap your spots and close at a certain date. Even if you open the next week, it is important for people that run service businesses to have times in which people cannot possibly give you money. Because then the times they can, you will get better demand. For information, always include some urgency. So like if you're going to run a workshop, you run it on Monday. Well, the urgency is Sunday is the last day. Married girl strategy, if you fill your spots, make a huge deal about it. Because then people know, oh, like this guy's not like other guys. Like he actually won't take my money. And if you have a really good email and you're like, this is working, 8 weeks is just a good cool down period for your best emails. Okay. And last thing, next steps, super simple. What's the email sales machine? It's this little diagram. Next steps. Every day, make an offer in exchange for an email. And every day, make an offer in exchange for money. You have the workshops, you have the templates, you have the strategies, you have the cadence, you have the sequence. This is how I run my email sales machine, and this is how we make 95% of our income from a small portion of the audience. That being said, I want to answer some questions. Before we get into unmuting ourselves, give me a second. I'm just gonna go over some chat questions here. Is it you in the email follow-ups or do you have VAs? It's a VA. Do you have a monthly budget for ads or is it all organic? It's all organic. I've never been profitable with an ad, actually. The offer is in the Google Doc? Yes. Is what you teach in this low ticket offer what you teach in the bigger offer? When they join the community, what is different from what you teach in that time from the bigger picture? It's the same thing. Like I don't think of my offers as different offers. I think of it like a plane. So all planes, like the plane goes in the same direction, but people can choose to upgrade between economy, premium economy, or business class. So I offer the same thing, which is add 20K, but they all get different access to me. Some people can't DM me, some people can, and some people, you know, I do things for them. Most of your call to action into social media goes to get into the email. All of my call to action in social media goes to get into the email. The Google Doc serves the same role as the sales page. Yes. How do you keep from exhausting the list? Or does that naturally come through a new offer every week? It's because it's a new offer every week. That's like exhausting the list is it's a story we tell ourselves. That does not exist. It's not like at some point you're like, oh, like it's exhausted. Fuck it, we're done. It's like we think it's exhausted because we're not getting any sales. But the reason we're not getting sales is not because it's exhausted, is because the offer just isn't that good. Okay, now we're gonna transition to unmuting ourselves. So the way we do it at Lex and Cash is we don't raise our hands. We just unmute ourselves and speak over each other. So happy to take any questions.
Hello there.
What's up?
So, yeah, my question is like in regard to I find for selling services, it's super hard to, services, I'm talking like 2K, 3K, 5K per month to make them go to higher tiers once they are locked in on that. And I see like the point of, also, I think I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to try to sell something like really cheap and then go there. But yeah, that's my question. Do you think do you recommend like the same system for low to high pad, like the low to high pad for selling in services?
Yeah, I sell 3K a month service. This way.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, I'll try.
Hey, I have another question. Just wanted to give you like some. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you some background. So, I go like almost 300 people on my mailing list. So like I've been taught to like create a sequence email of like 4 or 5 email where you like share a bit of your story and get them to open a little bit, but it's not converting a lot. So I was thinking of doing a workshop as well because I only have like one service, one high ticket service, like 3K. But my question was like, should I wait to get more testimonials from my main high ticket offer, or could I just make the workshop? Because I've tested a topic with my podcast, so I've done an episode on my podcast on how to make sales and stuff. It went very well, and I got a lot of feedback from people telling me like, I did what you taught in the episode, and I did this sales and everything. So I thought to like monetize it and make it in a workshop where people could pay for it. Do you think it could be like a good idea?
I think there's two things to uncover there. It's first one is I'm gonna challenge the belief of, do I need more testimonials? It's like, I know this guy, bro. His name is Kurt. He's a freak at the gym, bro. He's like, he lifts like 500 pounds, like 8 reps on squats. It's like ridiculous weight. And every time I see him, I'm like, are you trying to build more muscle? He's like, of course I'm trying to build more muscle. And again and again and again. Like he could have just killed you from day one. So I think that this whole, should I build up more testimonials? Should I do that? It's like procrastinating. It's cope. It's people not wanting to do the thing. So should you request more testimonials? No. Because if you make the offer good enough, nobody gives a shit about testimonials because they don't read them anyway. So
All
so
right.
no. And if you have a workshop that's like people want to pay for it, then yeah, I mean, do it. That's
All right. And
that's how you convert small audiences. You run a small workshop, like from that small group of people that bought, that's where the clients come from.
okay. And like follow-up question, actually 2 follow-up questions. One is like, how long should I make time for the launch? Because of course online you see a lot of complicated stuff with like complicated funnels and everything. But I like your style of promoting the workshop. So like how long should I just like send a couple of emails and give it them like a 2-week period to join, or like a month? What should I do in terms of time framing?
3 to 7 days.
So tell them 7 days, give them 7 days to buy, and then do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. And second question, then I'm done. Second question is, should I, because I don't have a lot of people, so I don't know how many like I would be able to convert. Should I like cap it to a very low number so I can sold out? Because what I don't want to do is like make the workshop and then like it's me and 2 people. I know the 2
Yeah.
people wouldn't care, right? Because they still get the value. But because I teach people how to sell, it would be like weird, to see a workshop with only 2 people that bought. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, don't cap the spots, but do include a deadline. So let's say
Uh,
you're gonna run the workshop on a Wednesday, the last day to buy it is Tuesday midnight.
all right. Cool. All right. Thank you. I'm done. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Hey,
I have a
JK.
question.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Thank you. I have a question. So the workshop, should it be part of your bigger solution? I mean, I'm not sure if you answered this, but or it should be your whole solution summarized.
It is
workshop.
part of the big solution. Good question. This is a good question.
Gotcha.
Because as you create your big solution, people are gonna find blind spots that you didn't have. I thought the content on the portal for email was good enough. Turns out my clients disagreed. And they're like, JK, this fucking sucks. Like, we need a better one. I'm like, okay, I'll create another one. And that's like the whole principle of getting paid to create. So okay, the clients need this. Let me do that for the clients and sell a workshop, you know, for that. So it's part of the bigger solution.
Another question I have, it's what about a service that solves a specific problem? And here I give you the example. So let's say I do find a girlfriend, right? Once the client finds a girlfriend, should I be like thinking about his next problem? So now you have the girlfriend, you should retain her. So the next step is me teaching you how, like I'm thinking about how do I retain a client if I sell him a solution that once he, let's say, solves the problem, the thing is finished. Should I think of next steps? So for example, I teach you how to manage your time better. So now, what do you do in that time? I will teach you that. So it's like thinking of a solution just creates a new problem. Solution, problem,
Yeah,
solution, problem.
exactly. That's exactly how it works. Because as you unveil the solution, like I can't show you the wheel of the car without showing you the entire car. Like you will see it at some point. So as you do the workshops and you explain the small solutions, people will realize all the areas where they're lacking. And that's where the clients come in. You get them through the magic pill, you know, like your screen addictions, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Like I'm working with some clients and I'm unveiling like 5-10 problems. Like for example, like I didn't know, for example, that imposter syndrome made people stressed so they would scroll on their phone.
give me more. Keep talking. Keep talking.
So I thought, okay, imposter syndrome can
No,
be
like give me more problems. Like all the
okay. Anxiety, stress, overwhelm, you don't have work-life balance, you don't sleep well, you spend too much time on your phone, you're not working on your dreams. There's a lot, I think. But my question was, once I solved the screen addiction problem, should I think of, okay, now this is solved, how does your life look like? What other new problems you might have? That was my question.
So you're saying how should you pitch it on the workshop?
No, I'm saying on the workshop, I do my let's say partial solution. So let's say I teach you how to deal with stress so you spend less time on your phone. On the full program, I teach you everything. So stress, overwhelm, whatever. So you don't spend that much time on your phone or whatever. But my question was more, if I want to retain this client long term, let's say lifetime value, like, should I already think about, okay, I solved your problem fully. You will have a new one, which I don't know right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so how do you retain them? Is you just ask them. So let me show you. Check the message I'm going to send to the chat. This is how I retain clients. Hey man, I think you benefit from this. I talked to the team and we agreed to let everyone stay at a lower rate and allow them to opt on whenever you want to. You still get access to the same help, but at this time it's only this much. Would you like to keep working together? For you. Hey name. I'm letting a few clients stay and let them opt out whenever they want to, so that they can keep working towards their goal. This time it's only $100 a week. Leave if or whenever you want to. Would you like to keep working together? It's just the reason why they will stay, and you're 99% right, except for one thing, which is you solved their problem fully. Bullshit. You never solve problems fully. You can't do that. Right? So the accountability is what keeps them going. This is the message you send if you want to retain them.
Gotcha. Then I think I got it right, which was I'm gonna price it less and you're gonna keep me, let's say, for tech support for whatever months you want.
100%. Like, yeah, like like the clients need the most in the beginning. Like you just became a client, you showed up to this call. In 6 months, you're probably not going to be on the calls because you're like, okay, I get it, I'll do my thing, because they require less resources. So it makes sense to downsell, but keep the access continuous.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Hey JK, I'm still not clear on the value versus insight thing, because I think I default to, for the workshop level creation, that just being a DIY walkthrough and then the core service being a done for you. But I don't think that's right. Can you just, unless it is, can you just help clarify that for me?
Can you ask the question a different way? Sorry, I think
Yeah,
getting good.
you remember that one section where you say, hey, the workshop, it's the big mental shift is going from value, like providing value, to providing insight,
Yeah.
right? So I'm trying to better understand that concept, like what the difference between those two things is, so that I can better create the workshop. And
No,
I'm
so,
for
no,
an example of the proxy right now, what I'm doing for the workshop is just DIY, and then the core offer is done for you. But I don't think that's what you're saying with changing from value to insight.
no, like you give value to everyone who gives you money, but you give insight to everyone who has not.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? So on the emails, you explain to them why this whole pharma thing matters,
Mm.
right? Like why sales focus, what was it? Sales focus clinical
Sales
trials?
focused clinical trials. Yep.
Yeah. Why
Mhm,
why those things matter. But
Mhm.
inside the workshop, you give everything away, whether they're customers or clients.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so let me just recap that, or say that back to you, so I make sure I understand it. So basically, not someone who has not paid you money, what insight means is that you're describing why it's important, why they might need it, how it's helped other people. Those are all examples of insights, correct?
Yeah, those are all examples of insight, like why things matter.
Why things matter. If they if they buy into, oh, I do agree, it makes sense why this matters, then they might give you, that initial first dollar in this case, and enter your workshop. In the workshop, you're providing like in my case, let's say, like the entire DIY. If you want to go do this on your own,
You give them everything.
you give them everything, and then at that point they can make the decision of like, oh shit, this is like really complicated, I wish you could just do it for me. Then on the back end is potentially the higher done for you offer.
Exactly, that's how it works.
Exactly. Okay, got it. Thanks. Very helpful.
Cool.
Hi, JK. I have a question.
What's
Two
up?
questions actually. First of all, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool. So thank you so much for the workshop. Learned a lot. Two questions actually. One related to what we just started. Second to your life philosophy. First question around emails. One of the big things I learned today was just send more emails. At this point, I'm doing 140K a month profit by sending 4 emails a month. And I think I can just send more to make more. That's an easy way. One of the beliefs that's stopping me from sending more emails is what if the people think I'm spamming? What would you say?
I spammed you and you bought.
Yes, because maybe different mindset, you could say. As I understand things, people who make money understand how to make money, maybe. I don't know.
It's a limited belief.
No?
It's like what
I
when you
understand
see
it's a limiting belief, but I'm just
when
trying to
you
understand
when
what
you
you think
see
about this.
what?
I know it's a limiting belief, but I'm just trying to understand what you think about this.
Yeah, I think it's a limited belief. I think it's a belief that doesn't serve you. It's like you see the girl at the corner, she's like, and I'm like, yo, bro, you should talk to her. She's like, nah, bro, look at her, she's on her phone. You're like, because she's on her phone, she doesn't want me to talk to her. That's a belief that doesn't serve you.
Yeah,
Just go
no,
talk to
fair
her.
point. Maybe I can try sending more emails once I'm at 200K a month. The evidence would be clear enough. Second question, more related to your life philosophy. I read the other day that your goal for the next few months is 100K a month in profit, maybe more. I could be wrong. I know you're smart. You'll do it, or you've already done it. Once you hit the goal, would you move the goal post? And if you do, why?
I haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest. It's once I get there, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do, bro. Let me get there first. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm struggling with because I'm from India and I don't know. But anyway, I can understand. There's no right answer. Thank you so much. Learned a lot.
Cool.
Hello, JK. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I have two questions. One regarding auto DMs. You mentioned that it was a good idea to grow how did I say it? The email subscribers. I didn't focus that much. I focused only on content, and that didn't bring enough money. So can you give other example? How can I grow the email list with the auto DMs, please?
So what do you sell?
I'm a fitness coach. I do like jumping rope. So I sell the people like how can they do the same, like have a fit body with that.
Jump rope?
Yes.
So a good auto DM for that. An example could be I tested 5 jump ropes and I found that the length mattered a lot to how fast I improved. Like and comment this and I'll send you what was the results of the test to tell them, oh, it's 2 meters. Right, check that, right? Or I got from, I don't know how you measure jump ropes, but from like 50 to 60 skips a minute. I don't know. And the weird thing is that I got it by doing something unrelated to jump rope. It was one exercise I did at the gym. Like and comment, I'll send you the exercises plus a personalized program.
Oh, so in that case, I should give value, but like half value to them, so they're with more questions than answers.
That's a wrong way to look at it. You should give them insight, as in why they're, for example, why the length of the rope matters, right? And then you say, this is actually one of the things that my client John was struggling with, and after we worked together, blah, blah, blah. It's not about, if you think about how do I give them more questions and answers, that's kind of manipulative, in my opinion. If you think about how can I give them insight that reveals that I know more, that's the right frame of mind.
So my content, because right now I don't have like an online offer, I've been doing this locally, but I want to grow like the email list and start with this. If I were like, my first offer would be a workshop. So if I were to be a workshop, my question is, the auto DMs should be targeting what the workshop will be solving for them. For example, going to your example, the length and how they can improve, like how they can jump more.
The auto DM should be anything that your ideal client would be interested in. So yes, the length is one of them, and how to get better is another. The workshop has to be about a magic pill, like I don't know, whatever. How to double the skips you make in a minute. So if you think about it like visually, the auto DM should be more broad. The workshop should be more niche.
Okay. And can I use like the workshop as my Google Doc when they sign to the newsletter? Because right now I don't have a community and I need to figure it out the offer first. But do you think I should use that sequence?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Last question is, in terms of the sequence, you show us the launching for your core offer for the cash creator, but my question is, when you say, you mention in a point that you stop, that you don't execute it anymore, that maybe you do waitlist. So my question is, what can I do in that case? So I run like the core offer. I don't have it, but let's suppose I do core offer, and then the workshop, I do promote it the same, or because I got lost in that part.
It's the same thing, except the workshop has no scarcity. It has urgency because you're going to take it at a certain date, but it has no scarcity, as in an unlimited amount of people can buy. The way you sell them is the same. It's just one has scarcity and the other one has scarcity and urgency.
So should I have a Google Doc for the workshop as well, and maybe do waitlist, or just put it in the email at the end, and go with that?
Just put it at the email at the end.
Okay. You mentioned that you connected Stripe to ConvertKit. So that's
No,
how you get like
Card to convert.
no? Oh, okay. Oh, I need to figure it out that part as well. But yeah, I maybe I have questions later. But thank you, sir.
Hey, so I just want to ask a quick question. I'm sending out an email weekly, and obviously more is better in terms of offers. So would you just recommend someone dive right in from weekly to daily, or is there any sequence to make the transition from one to the other?
Send one come to Jesus email. What's up, friends? My head is popping with ideas because I've been really killing it for my clients. And I'm getting so many insights, but so little space to put them every week. So here's what I'm going to do now. Every week, every day, I'm going to send you one daily insight on how I'm accomplishing a huge goal and make you one offer in case you would like more help. If you want to unsubscribe, here's a button. If not, see you tomorrow. Done. Set the template done from the beginning.
Thank you.
Hello, I wanted to ask that, for example, for collecting email, you said that you use the same content on Instagram, on Twitter. Do you recommend using a lot of platforms at first, or like going in on just one, or just like going for as many?
Go deep on one that you enjoy. Like, I met Marcos actually, and we met Marcos, by the way, like 2 days ago. And he said, JK, you know what, like my main take is? I'm like, which one? He's like, I think email is going to die. I'm like, bro, you're tripping. Like, no way. And he believes in other kinds of videos. And he thinks that because he doesn't enjoy reading emails. He doesn't enjoy writing emails. And the best platform actually is the one you enjoy creating for the most. So my advice is create for the platform you enjoy the most and copy and paste it into the rest.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, I have 2 questions. You said you were in Europe again. Where are you based now?
I'm in Poland.
Okay, you were back. If you ever come to Portugal, let me know. And the other question, well, this was really fast. And the other question, like I have a whole setup, like, you know, like a very old like email sequence, and I kind of want to. It didn't like. I don't think it worked. You know, for me, it had worked better. Like my business is SEO services for, you know, a big startup or growing startup. You know, Tweet Hunter was one. So I was wondering, like, what is like a good way to, because this is like a high price kind of thing, like, you know, like 50, and these guys are like busy. They don't really like. They just want the thing, someone to solve it for them. And I was wondering if you like recommend this approach as well, or, you know, like or you think just like a demo is better, or like a 15-minute like live audit. I don't know, something like that.
I think that conversions happen in conversations, and the best use of your first email is asking them why they joined. Do you want to learn SEO, or are you a startup, right? Or stuff like that. And then like you would be amazed and how much better a funnel converts if you have 1 or 2 messages back and forth between the seller and the buyer. So if you ask them, why did you join? And you can have that conversation, then you can direct them. But my problem with indoctrination and funnels in general is it assumes too much about people. Just by adding that little step in between, you can get more people to say yes.
Got it. So, so you think like the most effort should be on that like first email and maybe trying to follow up on the second one or something like that? Or?
Well, no, I just sent one. I mean, the way I think about it is you're asking about welcome sequences or email in general?
Yeah, like welcome sequences. Like
Yeah,
my
so-
welcome, you know, it's like, hello, my name is blah, I did this and this, like, you know, over the following days is like, this is like case study 1, case study 2. This is, I don't know, like me having fun while SEO works.
Here's
You
the
know,
thing,
on
man,
its own.
because this thing is expensive, what I found is that the more money people have, the less time they have. So I'm a bigger fan of just use this sequence, ask them, why did you join? And then that's it. Like focus on getting people to reply to your stuff so you can talk to them. Like that is
Love
the
it.
main focus for me on email.
All right, love it, thank you.
Cool. By the way, if you guys don't remember, there's an indoctrination not an indoctrination sequence. There's a welcome email inside the doc that I sent today. So it's the one in gray, so you can check it out.
Sir, can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
How the tags? Because I didn't understand. You use ConvertKit, but then you use tag on Gmail. How do you manage both? How do you know why? Or do you manually, or someone manually adds on Gmail and you have tags on ConvertKit?
Well, it's because when people DM me, hold on, let me think. No, the tags are just for follow-ups. So I will sell and send the emails via ConvertKit, but remember that our call to action is getting them to reply. So when they reply, the only way I can tag them is on Gmail.
Oh, so what you do then is not have tags in ConvertKit, because ConvertKit have tags, so you send same email to all subscribers.
All of them,
right?
bro. If you're a client, I'm still selling you. If you bought, I'm still selling you this thing you bought. Is it ideal? No, but nobody complains, so I keep doing it.
Oh, okay, makes sense. And the campaign is you create once and automated, that you have like you can send like one day after the other. You do that, or you just write and send?
I write and send.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hey JK, quick question. Thanks for the workshop. It was really useful. And my question is, when it comes to the fact that you only rely on organic, it's because you've already established yourself as an authority. What would your advice be to myself or like whoever else is here? Would you recommend like organic content as well? Just focus on insights? Because I'm trying to obviously get more traffic.
You as your current following, you have enough. Like I know your case, you have enough to get people into the list and monetizing that.
Okay. So you don't think I should run ads?
I mean, if you want to, like, it's not gonna hurt. But if you're gonna run ads, run it to get email subscribers, not to your profile. Get email subs, make a lead magnet, get into your profile. So for you, for example, how I got to 60K a month with an audience of what you got, like 14,000 now?
At the time I achieved it, I had like 20,000.
Well, there you go. So 20,000, how I turn a 20,000 follower audience to the $6,000 a month, $60,000 a month business, 5-minute loop video. That's the ad I would run for you. So something similar if you wanted to. But what I'm trying to say here is you don't need to.
Okay, cool. So if, for example, like if I was to run an ad, it would just be a video of me saying like the insight, and then call to action, hit the link in my bio, I'll enjoy my newsletter because, and then what would you say?
No, it would be get the magic pill, get the 3 strategies that helped me go from 60 to 60K a month. Like you don't sell join the newsletter, you still get the magic pill.
Okay. And then like have that as a call to action, and the fact that I'm only gonna share it on my newsletter.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, and as soon as they join the newsletter, you redirect them to, well, the delivery of the magic pill.
Got it. Yeah. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna be excited to set up my emails tonight. So because I'm new to this game. So yeah, appreciate it.
Damn, bro, you're going hard today. Call in the morning, workshop and now you're doing the thing.
Got
Going
it.
hard.
I'm trying to move with speed, man.
There you go.
Prospect inertia.
There you go.
Thanks, JK. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Hey JK, sorry. How would you distinguish between auto DM idea or lead magnet ideas and a workshop idea?
What do you sell? Maybe I can give you an example with those.
Like what do I sell? As in like my core offer? That would be, well, let's see. It's a little bit of a mess right now.
Oh, you're
I just
Brandon.
say
Shit,
push-
I wasn't looking at the camera. Okay, let me explain
Oh,
to you. Yeah, I know what you do. Yeah, sorry, bro. I was like, bro. Okay. Okay, so what would I? Brandon, what's your personality type? Do you know it?
Shit, I forget. I think it was ISTJ or something.
Oh, so you're like me. Okay, cool. So, okay, to give you an actual example, for you, it would be the DM script, the perfect bio that gets leads. That's the auto DM, right? So join to get that. A workshop would be how to get your next 3 inbound leads. In my opinion, the auto DM scratches an itch, but the workshop solves a problem. That's kind of how I think about it. The auto DM scratches an itch, but the workshop solves a problem. So the auto DM could be anything from the perfect bio to attract this, the 10 template posts that you can swipe in order to get more clients, right? But if you were to do that in a workshop, the workshop would only take you 5 minutes because it's just, you're just scratching an itch. So you can't do that as a workshop. So the auto DM scratches an itch, whereas the workshop solves a problem.
Okay, and you could technically include that auto DM in the workshop then.
100%. Yeah. So I'll show you exactly. Like I actually show you exactly what this would look like. So this is the email sales machine landing page. Now, a better way to like think about what I just told you is a workshop is a collection of magic pills. So the 7 email templates that work, that make up the base of every email that I send, that is an auto DM. The reason why I put it in the workshop is because it's also a collection with the email scripts that fill my spots. How to not get ghosted. Like all of the little individual auto DMs are put into one main core workshop where you put them all together and show how they work together. Does that make sense? A workshop is a collection of auto DMs in this example.
Gotcha. Okay.
So for you, right? Because I know your offer. Let's see. Let's create one together.
Sir, one quick question. Sorry. So in that case, you are.
But now,
Oh, sorry.
so workshop, your $3,000 offer, right? So this is what you call it. Let's say today we're gonna go over how to make up your $3,000 offer. Now this has a bunch of little tiny auto DMs that you can put in together. So for example, the offer template that you can sell for $3,000. So another one, what to respond to people who say your price is too high. Another one, which you could say, the one offer that allowed me to go from 3K months to 3K weeks. And you could also include the one DM template that I use to convert new followers into leads. So if you see kind of what I'm doing here is you could run the workshop and include all these four, but you could also unbundle each one into making that an auto DM.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is this more helpful?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Then technically, would it be like the in terms of like the sequence? Would you create individual auto DMs and then run them through as a campaign, and then as you collect all these auto DMs, you start building out your say like workshop. So like in 2 months, you can
You
roll
do
it out.
both. No. You do both. You do both at the same time. You remember the email sales machine is contingent on you making 2 offers every day, offering a way to get emails and an offer to get money. So you run them both at the same time. So on your Instagram, you would be promoting, tomorrow I'm going to send you the main insight behind the offer template that you can sell for $3,000. Right? Now, once they join, you send the email and you say, by the way, this is only one of the 8 components I'm going to cover in your $3,000 offer workshop.
Okay.
If you make one
Gotcha.
offer in public every day and one offer in email every day, that's enough. Like those 2 things are what makes this machine run.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I started my email list last week, so I got like 8 subscribers, including my fake one. So gotta start with the auto DM first, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Yeah.
What I recommend you do in that case, if like email is really burning you out, is make it weekly. And then as you feel more comfortable, then you can make them bi-weekly, and then you can keep
Yeah, I mean,
on.
I'm good with making emails, writing emails every day. Trying to follow your footsteps. So
Yeah, man. And remember, like the best strategy is copy and paste. Like the content you see in my email is the same we see in my Instagram.
Yeah.
Without the call to action.
Right. Yeah.
So just copy and paste
Cool.
it.
Yeah, we're doing that. Awesome. Thanks, JK.
Pleasure.
I've got 2 quick questions,
Yep.
hopefully. So one is, how do I make my auto DM more for whales, let's say?
So what's an auto DM that attracted fish that you didn't like?
I'd say a general one in which I say, this is a guide that will help you reduce your screen time by 70% in 1 week. That's too fish. Like I just got fishes.
that goes back to what we're talking in school. Like, it's because you're not selling the right thing. Like you haven't chosen what is it that you have sell out of all the problems. Like you could solve any problem, but you can't solve every problem. Like your bottleneck is deciding which one you want.
Yeah, it's I think I keep getting combinations, people that have combinations of those problems.
Yeah, well, then is your job as a coach to decide. Like, for example, people tell me, JK, you know, to be honest, bro, I just want clarity. Like, no, you want money. It's your job as the coach to be like, to get all the noise and say, this is the thing that matters. This is something you and I will do on our call, but it's, you're gotta keep being stuck until you choose. You have to choose. Like Devin's thing worked because he is the quit porn guy. You have to choose something at some point.
Gotcha.
Can't do that for you. Like that's, and I mean, together we'll work through it on our call, but until you decide, I don't see the reduce your screen time offer working.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's break your screen addiction, and that's like a little piece of it. That's why it becomes an AutoDM.
Well, like the thing about, okay, back to the original question. How do you make that? How to make that AutoDM better? You use a phrase that they are using. Like, I have a screen addiction, and we all have a screen addiction here. Like, we're not admitting it, but we all do, right? We could all use your help. However, none of us verbally say, I have a screen addiction. It's just the normal term, right? It's just the term, like, you know, it is accurate, but it is attracting fish because it's not specific enough. Like a better one would be, what are we like actually doing? So let me give you an example. Another one that we do think about is, we're all content creators and we know we should create more. One could be something about how double the amount of content you produce by working the exact same time you're making. So it's like twice as much content, 0% more work. And then you can transition it to screen addiction. Because have you heard the ham and the garlic story?
Yeah.
You're selling garlic. You're selling the break the screen addiction. Eventually they're going to meet that, but you got to open up with something else. You know, like this is why I didn't call this workshop daily offer workshop, because people wouldn't have bought. Like you have to make it about, you're talking too much about what people do, not what people get.
More of a benefit thing, not just.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. And for the whale, should I mention something about the whale? Should I mention how much money he makes? Should I mention?
No, you don't do that. No, I think
Okay.
that's a mistake, because it's like, this is why I think that people that say stuff like, I'm a ghostwriter for 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, I'm a fitness coach for busy professionals, I think you're fucking it up, because I am a 7-figure entrepreneur, but I don't think of myself as that. I am a busy professional, but I don't think of myself as that. The way you attract whales is not by talking about the whales, but talking about the problem. An idea. How to take your meetings from 1 hour to 30 minutes and still get more done. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Like an adjacent thing about their lives. Like only, let's say, a 7-figure will have that situation in his own life.
Espera. Sí.
Yeah. How to reduce meetings. That's a good one. I wouldn't fuck with evening routines, something like that. Or how to respectfully tell your coworkers that you need to take a fucking break. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean. They need to be situations in which they are finding themselves daily.
100%. Like this is why when I try to run my offer is not get to 20K, but add 20K. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you don't attract whales by saying, this is my whale. You attract whales by talking about the problem.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
About the auto DMs, I came with an idea. I want to know if it's correct. I think that when you say the workshop, maybe the workshop could be recipe. You teach them how to cook. The auto DMs are the ingredients, and you tell them the insights, like why these ingredients are okay. And then maybe the main or the core offer could be I help you to cook the cake.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it. That's smart.
Oh, okay. I have like one last part, like my content. What should be like explaining why it's important to eat cake, like the benefits that cake is going to give you, and then you maybe talk about that, and then or a DM about that.
I like the framing of give away the ingredients, but you sell the recipe.
Oh, thank you, sir. I
Pretty good.
was
That's pretty smart.
I was writing in my paper, and I came with that idea.
I mean, you're cooking, literally.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Real quick, some of you guys are here. And by the way, if you guys have more questions, we can talk about that. But remember, we host 2 of these every month inside Cash Creators. And so you can get my help in a one-on-one call and craft your offer for you and strategy to get leads. We have 3 more spots for February, and then we close. This is the invite.
Real quick, do we have to like respond back to an email I'm in, or can you just like enroll us right now? Would that be impossible?
It's not impossible. You want to join?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Correction, we got 2 more spots left. So I'm going to send you the link. Next steps is get there, book your one-on-one with me.
Let's do it.
Cool. Welcome. Let me send you the message. How can I message you? All right, cool. Eric, you have a question?
Also want to enroll, bro, but I can only send PayPal. I don't know if there's any way to work around that.
No. It has to be Stripe.
Cool.
Unless you did it like the full year. But if you want to do that, you can, but if not, Stripe's best.
Crypto? I don't know.
If it's for the full year, yeah. If not, no. Because listen, I don't want to be the guy to be like, hey, remember your weekly payments? I don't do that. Anybody else have any other question? All right, cool. So Cash Creators, if you're gonna run a workshop or a core offer, remember, tag me so I can see it. Because if not, like usually it gets lost. But if you tag me, I'll take a look at it. We can make your stuff better. These are all the templates. Make it happen. And let me know what other workshop you want to do. I'm thinking about whale bait as the next workshop, but I'm not sure.
One last question. When we get the, I mean, how do we get the Google Doc with all the like presentation from today's workshop?
Let me send. I can send you the Google Doc now. And the recording will be sent 24 hours after.
All right. Cheers.
Where is this thing? Done. This is the Google Doc.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, email sales machine, everybody. Go make some offers. See ya.
Thanks. Okay. Peace out.
Thank you. Bye bye.